Well, folks, we finally made it to the end of our night here at Quinn Deckham. It's almost 2 o'clock. Deckham has given the last call, and you're sitting there contemplating. You realize that you've probably spent too much already, but you want to close the bar down, so you just get one more final drink, right? But you realize that you've probably spent too much already. You really wanted to try the house cocktail, the Memento Mori, but you realize it's probably a very, very expensive cocktail. Nor do you have the ingredients to make the facsimile of it. So you just kind of order the cheapest beer that's on special for the night. And well, folks, that's what we're doing. At the end of our miserable night, the worst thing I have to drink, a Dos Equis. I feel like this is just the beer that we get whenever there's some kind of a family function and we just kind of need to have like beer on hand. And I don't want to you know, give out the good beer, the good craft beer that I have in the fridge. So I kind of hoard that off to the side and say, here, you can have this. But invariably, no matter how carefully we plan to buy it, we are always left with a bunch. And so this is the last Dos Equis we have from my kid's 3rd birthday party that was two months ago now, about at this point. And it's, you know, it's fitting. Like I said, some of us probably know better than others, but sometimes you just have those nights where you get to the end of it and you're like, I just want one more drink, but I don't want anything heavy, I don't want anything fancy. A Dos Equis will suit me fine. So hey, for episode 12 of Death Parade, cheers everybody. No dressings, no lime, no you know, done up fancy anything like that, but we're here today to watch episode 12, the final episode of Death Parade. This episode, I'm also kind of glad that I gave that long kind of spiel at the beginning, because this episode is titled Suicide Tour, and I don't know if that's allowed to be said at the very, very beginning of a YouTube video. The S word, the unaliving oneself word. Unalive Tour, this episode is called. But yeah, I am real curious to see how the show ends. I'm sure it sticks to the landing. I'm sure it wouldn't come as highly recommended and rated as it is if it doesn't. So I'm super, super excited to see what happens with Oculus, with whatever he's planning. Whatever becomes of Deckham and Chiyuki, I think her name was, the former no-name girl. Nona seems like she might be in a bit of trouble, and really excited to see if Quinn, Ginty, and or Kastra show up again and kind of have anything to do by the end of this thing, because they've built up kind of this cast of characters around at the bar, and they all haven't really done too much. Ginty's been there for kind of like the development to kind of like play off of Deckham here and there to kind of show the wild man to the straight man kind of thing, and then, you know, everyone else at the information bureau and everything are just kind of there. Nona's had the most to do, but I'm curious to see how this all wraps up here at the end. Will we get one final game? Maybe. Who knows? I myself find myself ready to judge Chiyuki. In the last episode, she really came to kind of appreciate life now that hers is over. It was very, very sad, very emotional, and hey, like I said, I'm just really excited to see how this ends. So for one last time in the bar, let's scooch over into position, and I'd just like to take the opportunity to thank you for watching this video. Thank you for recommending this, folks, those of you who did in the Discord. Thank you for that. I've loved it so far, and super, super excited to see how it ends. So for the last time, let's watch Death Parade, episode 12. Tour. Starting up in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so we get Quinn already, right? That's right. The drink that I mentioned, the Memento Mori. It like made her pass out or poisoned her or whatever. Oof. It still just weirds me out every time I see it. Okay. Yo, she's got the schmoofs. Oh, okay. So they're just on separate ideological sides of the debate then. Nona wants the human emotions to judge. Oculus thinks they should stay the same. Okay. Oof, that's such a weird way to put it.
私たちが何からできているか。 虚無に落とした人間の魂、どうぞ。すぐにわかりますよ。
Oh, did we not get the OP this time? I feel like that was the perfect time for the OP to come in. I guess they're really not giving it to us.
あんなところへ。
お願いします。
その子も連れて行くの？
そうです。
Hi.
はーい。
Yeah. Some things just never change. Oh. It's a hidden button. OP. Okay, still no OP. I guess we're just straight up not getting the OP today. I'm just ready for the horns. Just da da. But no. Is the special lowest level like a is her knee injured? Okay, so she's still dummy mode. Is the secret lowest level, is that like a is that what he was planning? He recreated it last episode. Something tour. Was he essentially recreating it from the memories? Is that what he wanted all of her memories for? Yeah, I'm a dummy. I don't have an actual broken knee. It's just the paint's chipped away. Ooh, is she gonna see herself in there? Okay, I thought that was the bathroom where she did the thing. Oh. Is this when her mom comes home and finds her? This is gonna be rough, isn't it? Is he gonna have her create an extreme condition for herself? It was to finally judge you. Ooh. Let's see. Alright, hang on. I'm gonna pause it right here just because there's like extreme parallels between the this and the last episode that I watched. There was with Ginty and the girl whose name I don't remember, but her with the boy band guy. You know, he was kind of slumped over in his chair all like that, and he told her, if you hit this button, you can trade. You can have him trade places with somebody else, right? Like, I'll send one soul into the void and bring his back. But it was all kind of a trick. Either that or it was, I mean, technically her soul went too and his didn't come back. So it was just a way to kind of send her to the void, it seems. Like, would she do the dang thing? Whereas here, Decim is basically giving Chiyuki the exact same terms, basically. Except with Decim, I actually believe that he will and can do that. But, gosh, I don't know if Chiyuki would actually do that for, like, now that she's come to realize, like, how important life is, she's not going to feel that she can bring herself to take somebody away from life, right? That's rough. We'll just have to see how it goes. Yeah, I was going to say, the odds are astronomically low, but technically not zero. Ah, that's such a sweet deal, though, but it's, like, so, like, difficult. They might have the memories of her death erased, but she still, if she goes back to living, she still wouldn't be able to escape, right? Like, they'd still have the memories of her depressed. Like, would she go back to a life that she would even want? I know that she's come to realize, like, the importance of it or anything, but oh man, that's rough. I know this isn't a Mexican series, but like just offering to the ofrenda.
ごめんね
Okay, so they're actually seeing her mother
気
like
の気持ちを分かってあげられ
at
る
current.
お母さん
Damn.
失格だよねしゆきに会いたい
God, and it's so hard to now have this offer on the table and see what her mom is going through, right?
生き返ってお母さんと話したい
I wonder if this is part of her judgment
だ
too.
としても
I wonder if now he has to send her into the void because she's willing to like damn a random soul, right? That thing is always used to create extreme conditions, right? I don't know. All of a sudden, I'm hesitant to trust it. They told Decim he had to complete her judgment no matter what, right?
こんなの仕方ないじゃない
Decim's like, please do not do this.
あなたの言う通りよ私にはね他に好きな人がいるの
Ooh, she's remembering back to all the
僕と今すぐ付き合ってください
games she's seen.
なんでも
They never got a second
あの
chance.
子たちの元へ返して抑えて妹さんのそばにいなくていいのいい人生だったわ
And that one, she was so pleasant. Yeah, she can't do it. And this is how she passes her judgment, right?
せない
Good shit.
なぜですか？
誰かのことを思って
So it wouldn't be fair to them, right?
何の関係もない人間なんですよ。
そんなの分かってるけど
But I can't take them away from a life that they're living, right?
必ずどこかにその人を大切に思ってる人がいるのお母さんみたいな人がお母さんと話したい
I know, it's rough. It's so hard, right? Decim's going through it. He never considered this possibility. Maybe he is becoming a real boy after all. This is so rough, man.
お母さんの気持ち
This is the second difficult thing I've watched this week. Man, this hit me, dude. I like can't even say anything about it, man. I'm just
どうしてねえお願い
that shattering. Did she finally break through to him too?
申し訳ありません。
His eye. Are they still in the bar? Oh no, they're down at it where all the dummies are.
何これ
Shit, man.
申し訳ありませんでした。
Yeah, I saw that coming.
なんで
痛いです。これが悲しみなんです。
His first feeling he's ever had. Man, just that vocal performance.
ごめんなさい。
He's been so like for
私にはできない。
lack of a better term, he's been so wooden the whole time, but that's his character, and now he's finally
最低者なのです。
showing emotion. It's like, oof,
私は
give him a big hug.
ごめんなさい。
Oh.
謝らなくていい
I feel like if this caught me like on a different day, like on a maybe a worse day or something, like I would be crying right there with him. I certainly felt it. And Nona's like, ah, fuck you, Oculus, right?
彼に何をしたんです？
人間と一緒に最低をさせただけよ
最低者たちがわざわざ苦しみを負う理由がどこにあるんですか？
苦しみを伴わない最低に何の意味があるの
意味？
Yeah, if the arbiter
生きるって
themselves
いうのはそういうことでしょ
don't feel anything about it and are just like
生きる
I don't want to say
という言葉は
rubber stamping
死ぬ
it,
ことができる者が使う言葉です。
but
生きてもいないのに死ぬことなどできませんよ。
I'm gonna give it one more quick pause right here, but the whole, yeah, to kind of give credit to Nona here, like the whole, if they're just kind of rubber stamping the judgments, right? Like, oh, oh, this seems like that and that's like that, so there they go. Grand, I think I've agreed most of the time with Deckham's judgments of who at least who they've showed us, who he sent to the void and sent for reincarnation. Even showing us sometimes that both can be sent to the void when they actually deserved it. I don't know if both can never be sent for reincarnation, but I feel like I've, for the most part, agreed with Deckham's stuff. But just, over time, with over however many years he's been doing this, all that come to him and everything, if you're just kind of like, oh, yes, without emotion, just kind of judging people or whatever, like, there's no weight to it at that point. And I get where Nona's coming from. Like, you really got to like feel something, right, when you're doing it. Like, and I know that's just coming from me being a human. Like, shout outs to all you dummies out there watching this who don't feel emotions with stuff. But I mean that in the show's terms, not an insult or anything. But yeah, if there's no weight to it, like, what does it even kind of matter? Like, you're making it matter more, and like by adding a little bit of weight to each one, like, really making him consider. Like, it's easy to say, like, with the two murderers, right? It's easy as a human to like say like, oh, well, the things they did were reprehensible, or the ways they went about things were reprehensible. The things they did, the way they acted in the bar, reprehensible. Both are deserving of the void, right? Ones like that are easy, but like other ones that might be more borderline, like, you really got to be able to feel something in order to like have to be able to make that decision. And like, I don't know, I'm on team Nona here over Oculus. Oh, the way he's looking at her.
いいから
He's got the dolls in his vest pockets.
お待たせして申し訳ありません。
いい
Hi.
よいつもと逆だね
はい。
なんでもない
Oh, usually it's him waiting on them.
どちらへ
Queen Dekim.
の
Oof.
死に憧れを持ってしまったよ
Ooh,
う
look
で
at
す。
his eyes. Oh my god, it's full of stars. I mean, I guess technically reflecting that off of them.
生きてきてよかったですか？私はここにいらしたお客様にそう言っていただけるような
Aw.
最低者になりたいです。
たらさ、もっといい顔しなよ。
Are his eyes red or... Oh.
こうですか？
Oh, is it going to be
もういいよ。
horrifying?
申し訳あり
Oh god, it doesn't look
そのまま
right.
できるようになるよ。
Oh.
それじゃあね、
はい。行ってらっしゃいませ。
Oh.
バイバイ。
It hurts to see her go, but like, you see the mask up top and she's being sent for reincarnation. She got the good ending. And now he's going to give us a genuine smile, right? Right as the doors are closing. Yeah, there it is. That looks so much better. You got it. In no time at all, dude. Oh, this is so bitter. Oh, her smile too. That almost hit me. That got me in the feels just a little bit. Is this like a version of the ending theme?
なんだよ
Yeah, okay. It was just the part before the guitar comes in.
何しに来たんだお前
でもこの先どうすんのよ。最低者はたくさ
I
んい
love
る
this
の
little
に。
girl lunch.
また死の
Girl
記憶を
dinner.
保持させて送るの？いや、しばらく様子見。何もしなくていいわ。
More experiments, right?
花咲じじいに目つけられちゃってさ。ねえ、何やってんの？最低者は 最低をやめる
The
ことが
rules once again.
4つ。最低者は生命
Oh.
に寄り添ってはならない。
A new rule?
彼らが壊れてしまう。
Oh, no. Well, that's a rough ending.
何よこれ
Hi, welcome to Queen Dekim. See how he greets them now.
いらっしゃいませ。クイーンデキムへようこそ。
Oh, we do get the OP song. Oh, he kept her dummy. I know it's over. I know we already got the credits. Okay, no, they're just giving us the OP song over credits. I know I probably can't keep any of this in, but like I just want to hear it one more time. It's such a bop. Everybody, put your hands up. I think I edited out every one of those that I sang. I sang it almost every time. Like after like episode 3, I'd get there no matter what I was saying. I'd just go, everybody. And I always wanted to keep it in, but I always just edited it out every time. That was great. Bit of an ominous ending there, given that there's no more of this, right? I don't know if that was any kind of a setup for like a potential season 2 at any point with the rule 4 put in there for the they must judge without emotions, for emotions will ruin them. That felt really ominous. Like he's still able to just kind of like, you know, I've got my eye on you, Decim. I can decommission you at any moment, you dummy. But yeah, that kind of leads into one thing I wanted to say. I know we saw like Kostra at the end and a little bit of Queen. I guess Queen had a tiny bit of a role, being the information bureau kind of thing, kind of setting up the whole thing with Chiyuki's memories. But I feel like Kostra, and even to a certain extent Oculus, really didn't have too much to do. Like I was expecting a little bit more from Oculus, at least. He just kind of like stood there and said like, finger wag, I don't approve of this, and then it was all okay, and he just kind of was grumpy about it at the end. I wanted a little bit more from that. Granted, the story was never about him. It was never about the rest of the cast. It was all about Chiyuki and Decim. And I thought their interactions in this one were great. Like I said, if this was just a slightly different day, like I'd be weeping along with them. And it did. I was not expecting the second hit of emotion, and it almost got me there at the end when the elevator doors were closing, and he kind of gave her that little natural little smile there, and it was just real good. It was very bittersweet, but you know, all in all, a happy ending. Decim got to be a real boy for a little bit, so to speak, with the emotions, and Chiyuki learned the value of life and gets reincarnated in the end. So it's a good win-win for everybody, and you gotta, seeing as how there is no more, you gotta just assume that Decim is gonna make the good decisions, and he's gonna, you know, take those emotions to heart, no pun intended, and, you know, that makes him a better arbiter, at least in the eyes of Nona, hopefully in the eyes of himself, just not in the eyes of Oculus. Yeah, I loved the series. I thought it was very, very good. Great suggestion, like I've said throughout all of these. A little bit of dose left, but I'll probably finish that after the recording here. But hey, thank you so much for watching this. Hey, if you're watching this, what did you think of this series? Did you enjoy it? Had you seen this before? My reactions? Somehow are my reactions the first that you're seeing of this? Let me know in the comments. I loved this. I thought it was a good ending. Even if I wanted just a little more from some of the supporting cast, maybe an episode or two that we could have got maybe a little more from them. Because at the end of the day, if you want to, if I'm left wanting more about the characters, like, you know, I don't want to say that's a failure of the animation studio or the writers and stuff. If anything, it's a good thing, because they created interesting characters that I do want to see more of. It's just we didn't really get too much of them. So that's, I think, my biggest gripe with the series. Other than that, like, it does feel like a series that could easily have a second season or something like that, a second run of episodes, come up with some kind of overarching plot and just kind of throw some games in there here and there, you know, to spice things up and kind of keep the form of the show going. But hey, it was very, very good. I liked it a lot, and I hope you did too. So that wraps it up. I don't think I have too much more to say. So yeah, I'm gonna get to editing this so that you know, I can move on to something else. God, I really hope this strike ends soon so I can get back to other stuff I have planned, because I'm like, now that I'm watching this, I'm like out of stuff to watch before the end, for the strike still going on, which hopefully that's not an issue. I don't even know why I'm blabbing on so much about it now. It's just hard to hit the stop button when you finish a series, especially one that you enjoyed as much as this. But hey, we all gotta die sometime, just like this series. Take easy, everybody. Thanks for watching.